Happy, happy, happy. Neon light.
Hello, hello, hello again, and welcome to this last episode of my summer travels. I took you around Japan with me, and now for my final stop, I visited my bestie from London in Hong Kong, and I can't believe I'm here. This was kind of spontaneous, even though we talked about it for so long. But the first thing after arriving was going to a mall and grab some food.
We found something to eat finally.
Yeah. Being a vegetarian is harder than I thought.
Yes. It's a mix of milk tea and coffee.
Oh, I love that.
Oh my god, really?
Yum! This is like a specialty for this place. Can I try?
Yes, definitely go for it.
Which one do you want?
It's fine. It's not either.
Is it good? It goes really well with this as well. You guys, I cannot explain how much I love yuenyuang. I'm so sorry if I pronounced this wrong, but this turned out to be my obsession throughout my whole trip. This was so good, and after our quick snack, we made our way to the big Buddha, which was actually right next to the mall. And just the cable car ride up there was already so beyond anything I could have imagined. And then we already made our way home, and Karen's family prepared a vegetarian dinner for me where there was so much thought behind it, which was so cute of them. And we ended the night by having the food and talking. The next morning we started with an amazing breakfast and made our way into the city, where Karen showed me around all her favorite places. And of course, we had to grab our first little snacks in the Hong Kong cafes. And this apparently is one of the most infamous ones. So we went there and had a pineapple bun. First time pineapple bun. I highly recommend these with butter though. Like a slap of butter makes this even better. And I also had to try an egg tart and some Hong Kong milk tea. All of these were divine, and I wish I got one of these cups, but I couldn't find them anywhere to buy them. So if anybody knows where to buy them, I really want to get one. It was so comfortable drinking out of these, and also the milk tea, of course, was amazing. After that, we strolled around the markets and tried some more street food. And they were also shooting a movie or a series in between the markets, which was kind of funny. Is that butter?
Yes.
Peanut butter. And then condensed milk. Yum.
We got the coconut milk. It's so good. So refreshing as well. It's one of my favorite stores. We do that neon light. We get that.
Something that I didn't really show is that we went into a shopping center where we also took these pictures.
Whoa, yo, that looks so good.
For my last 3 days, I was also supposed to stay at this hostel. And we went to check it out because the building I booked it in was infamously dangerous. So we went to check it out, and it actually turned out to be the energies were just not it. So Karen's family was kind enough to keep me for the rest of the time. Karen headed off to meet her friends because she was also only there for a few weeks. And I decided to check out some of the Michelin restaurants, and it is absolutely insane to me that these dishes are so cheap and so simple, but yet so good. I kind of low-key regret getting these noodles though, because they weren't too special. And I think this restaurant is rather something for if you eat meat. They do have vegetarian options, but I mean, you could tell that they were not the specialties of this place. And after that, I just kept roaming around the streets and just getting a feel for the city. And I absolutely loved these random elevators in the middle of the road. That was the best, it was genius. I also came across some of the bakeries and shops I wanted to check out, but that was already the end of day 2.
I ran from the empty.
On day 3, Karen's mom was so lovely to take me to one of her favorite places and show me around. This was, I cannot tell you what my favorite part about my trip was, because honestly, everything was absolutely insanely amazing. But this was also obviously one of my highlights. Something that was also quite paradox to me is that this temple was in between all of these high-rise buildings, but that just showcased and added to the charm of Hong Kong. Also within this temple space, there's a vegetarian restaurant, and we tried so many things and all of them were super delicious. I cannot tell you what my favorite was, but I definitely recommend you try everything we had on the table. And I was also really craving some bubble tea, so that's what I got. Then we made our way back into the city, and Karen wanted to visit the monster buildings, but they turned out to be quite underwhelming. So we decided to just head to the next restaurant, which was a big recommendation of Karen's mom, and it was this very traditional Hong Kong restaurant. There were so many older couples and friend groups, and it was so cute to see everyone getting together for food. The portions and the prices were so good. We didn't have a stomach for any of this, but we just wanted to try as much as possible, so we just picked what looked good to us, and it turned out to be super good. Like, we kept eating even though we were full from the beginning.
We tried to stop ourselves.
But this looks good.
Yes.
And the menu looked good.
Yeah, the menu was like, we kept looking at the menu.
Let's eat.
Let's feast.
And after that, we made our way towards the peak. And honestly, the highlight of this was the way up, because just seeing more and more of the city as you were pulled up the hill, and just these amazing buildings appearing left and right from you was definitely a one-of-a-kind experience. So we stayed there for a little bit and made our way back down as soon as it closed, but be prepared to wait a long time for either the bus or the taxis. On the next day it rained, but that didn't keep us from exploring the city some more, of course. So we grabbed a quick brunch at another infamous Hong Kong cafe spot. And I finally got to try the infamous Hong Kong French toast, which I was really excited about. And I got some milk tea and of course got my beloved yuenyuang again. Honestly, the traditional French toast was a bit bland for me. I expected a lot more, but maybe it was just this place. But of course, as always, very delicious again. And after that, we headed to Karen's doctor, and he was so kind to give me a free checkup. Because of this, and also for the experience, I wanted to buy some medicine for myself. And this was also an amazing experience. After that, we went to the pier and Karen showed me some more of her favorite spots. We also went into the K11, which had a breathtaking architecture. But to be honest, it was kind of confusing being in there, and this mall just had your usual spots. And I finally got to try the omotesando coffee, but the portion was really small and the coffee, to be honest, was not worth the money. About to meet Karen's friends. Going for more food. That's why we got coffee. Expensive coffee.
misty today. Like,
Outside Barbie. This was also so delicious, and after that we went for some ice cream, which was one of the best ice cream I ever had. And the reason why we got together is because Karen wanted to show me the Hong Kong nightlife, so we went to a few clubs as well. My fourth morning also started a bit rainy, but it was very calming and actually super nice atmosphere. And as soon as I arrived at my destination, it also stopped raining. I went to the Dragon Center because my friend Jackie, who lived in Hong Kong for a year, recommended this place to me. So I went there, shopped around a bit. I didn't find too much stuff, but they had an amazing food court. So just for the food court alone, I highly recommend going here. And it took me so long to decide on what to eat, so I just listened to my gut and what my tummy wanted. So I decided on vegan laksa, veggie laksa, and I'm craving it with egg, lettuce, and secret sauce. And while I was eating, people kept asking me if they could sit by me, and they proceeded to just look at me while I was eating, which was kind of cute in the realms of them showing interest in me, but also a little bit creepy to just sit across from me and just look at me, if you know what I mean. But this food was so good. I was way too full, but since I loved it so much, I got another egg waffle. And I don't know what it is about these egg waffles, but they have this like slight pandan coconut flavor, which I never had before, and I think you can only get this in Hong Kong. So I wanted to make sure to eat as many as I could before going back home, because they're also so cheap. They're only like a Hong Kong dollar. For the rest of the days, I just kept walking around and also went to the night market, but that was actually very disappointing. I started my last full day as one of the first customers of this waffle place to get one of these waffles that Karen showed me on my second day, and these were so good because I also had a gut feeling that for my actual breakfast spot I had to wait in line for a long time, and all of social media was raving about this place, so I was super excited to finally try it. I got their specialty, which was this almond egg pudding, and this was so good. I kept chowing down my food because everything was so fast-paced that also I thought I had to be fast-paced and eat as quickly as possible. But I tried my best to enjoy this because it was so good. And of course, I also enjoyed it with my favorite drink again. On this day, I wanted to go back to all the stores and shops that I saw the times before to buy the stuff that I was thinking about getting. And I still thought about getting these nails, but I chose not to get them, even though they had so many cute designs. I also saw these and I just had to get them for my brother because this was literally him when he was smaller. And oh my god, I saw this t-shirt all over Japan so many times for $80, and when I saw it for $20 in Hong Kong, I just had to get it because I absolutely loved the design. And this was one of the saddest moments throughout my whole Asia trip, which was the one temple I really wanted to go to closed 5 minutes before I arrived because the opening hours on Google were the wrong ones. But I definitely want to come back to Hong Kong anyways, and that's the first thing I want to go to when I come back. Everything until now today has been so unlucky. I'm starving. Okay, not so unlucky, but I ran out of cash. Both temples that I really wanted to visit were closed because I thought they would open another half an hour, which barely missed closing time. And now I have my chicken as a snack. I'll eat more later. Not unlucky. Oh, there's so much sauce in the bottom. Wow. Gotta like show my food. Just to show you how not unlucky today was. Got a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna quickly eat this, head back into Central. After enjoying my small lunch snack break, I made my way into the city again and was also craving some milk tea and a pineapple bun, and this time I got it with a slap of butter, and that slapped so much harder. Tasty with the So for the rest of the day, I just proceeded to walk through the stores, got some more souvenirs and also some more things for myself because shopping in Hong Kong can actually be super affordable. I also wanted to try these mochi buns with this filling. I don't remember what it was, but it was amazing. And then it was already time to head back home. During my last hours in Hong Kong, Karen was kind enough to show me around the area where she grew up. And this was so insane to me. This was literally like a resort. I can't imagine somebody just growing up here and having this in front of your house every day. It was also the first time in years I got to go to the beach again, and I didn't know I missed it so much. But this was such a freeing feeling, and I wish I spent more time here. And I think my next vacation, I want to go somewhere that has a beach again, because this made me realize how much I missed it. My inner child really just came out. After that, we had one last lunch together, and that's already when I went to the airport, boarding my flight to Chengdu, which was my layover. And there I got some more souvenirs because my layover was kind of long and it was in the middle of the night and I didn't want to fall asleep. So I grabbed some snacks to try and bring home. And these were actually a really good selection. These were very delicious. The airport also had this super cute outside smoking area. It would have been so much better if people didn't smoke there, because I initially went out there to get some fresh air, which turned out obviously to not be that fresh. But all the snacks I got were super delicious.
It's actually candied dried up cherry. This feels so good right now.
But after that, it was already time to board my last flight back home to Germany. And with this, I want to thank you so much for being here with me and joining me on this amazing trip. I hope I could inspire you and give you some ideas on what to do and what to eat and what to shop in Japan and Hong Kong. Hong Kong was so much better than anything I could ever dream of, and I will definitely be back, because 6 days are just not enough for this amazing place. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!